Welcome to Tales from the Tips. I'm DA. Good to be alongside 15-year Tour Caddy Mick Middlemo. We're just a couple guys that love to talk about the game of golf, both inside and outside the ropes, but we come at it from a different perspective. Mick?
Yes, sir. I'm back.
How you feeling?
I can talk. I feel fine again. There's nothing worse than an Australian that can't talk.
You sounded like death warmed over last week.
I was not in a great place last week. The old flu got me a little bit. It's got nothing to do with wearing shorts when it's 20 degrees.
Really?
Nothing.
Nothing to do with that?
Nothing to do with that. But
what were you around that contracted the flu?
I have no idea. Actually, I have no idea. But I did. I got a bit of the flu, and it stuck with me for about a couple of weeks, actually. It was a little bit gnarly.
You had a cold like the weather around here. It was
a little
frozen.
A little chilly.
You sounded horrible, my friend.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't fantastic.
Well, I'm glad you're doing better.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back because you had 30 minutes by yourself last week, and that's hard work talking for 30 minutes by yourself. Not for me. I could talk for days by myself.
You could.
But
I will tell you, that was quite the challenge last week.
You did good.
I tried to get a fill-in for you. Our boy Fortney let me down. Yep.
Golf Tech Solutions.
Golf Tech. I didn't know that they're not paying us, though.
Not yet, but you got to give me a shout out because they may.
Oh, maybe?
I don't know. You never know.
Thank
you, Chris, for the hat. Wonderful.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, he bailed on me. He was supposed to be here this week too.
Yeah, well, he's
but he just got into town and he just got back and he said, I probably should get home to my wife. And I said, that's probably a good idea. So he's going to come back next week and give us some updates about the PGA show.
He did give me a little heads up on that today.
I met with the folks from Bobby Jones Golf Club here in Atlanta this week, and I got from Jason, the head of instruction over there, what his thoughts were on. But yes, what are you're
on the show? I'm interested.
Well, no, we met with them as what I do normally. It actually pays the bills. And we were talking during our conversation, and I said, hey, give me some feedback from the PGA show. And he told me a lot of great things, a lot of great equipment coming out. And I said, what was the biggest takeaway that you took away from it? And he goes, Dave, I would tell you that home sims are going to be on the rise even more this year and next year, because what they're doing is they're lowering the cost to have them built and installed in your homes but giving you a much higher quality product.
Ooh.
I said, you can sign me up for that.
You're
especially, yes.
Did they just give us one?
I don't know. Hopefully. I mean, we could talk about them on the podcast a lot.
100% for free.
We should be out at that one bar that you went to. I don't even, that you went.
4 Seasons.
4 Seasons, that one. We should probably do a show from there.
Yeah, I can do a show there.
We could do that. So, yeah, that was last week was a tough show by myself. I'm glad you're back.
Me too.
Did you have a chance to listen to it?
I did actually listen to it.
Can we talk about that in a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. We got a lot to recap.
We do. Where are we starting?
Well,
you don't have notes.
Here's my rundown. You ready?
Notes.
Here's the rundown.
No notes.
Rosie wins at the Farmers. So our boy Rosie and Fucci get it done out there at Torrey last week.
Actually, can I tell you a little funny story about that?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Fucci was on the range on Saturday getting ready to go out there, and he was on the range, and the cameras were on Golf Channel and showing Fucci, and I was sitting in the one of my favorite bars, no name, Guston's. And I decided to text Fucci while he was still on TV, and I saw him pick up his phone, and he responded while he was on TV. So it was very good. Thanks, Fucci. Appreciate that. It was good. Made me look good.
You looked good texting.
I did.
Okay.
Good texting.
So we got that. The LPGA made a big boo-boo this past weekend.
Talk about an organization that can just keep making more mistakes.
They keep shooting themselves in the foot
with a lot of bullets.
Yes,
not just one.
What really was bad is that you probably the most prominent golfer in the most recent time, you sent her out in a pro-am to go play, and you didn't send your players out.
Mm-hmm.
Good move. We've got Nelly Corda sounded off against the TGL.
And so she should have. The LPGA are alienating themselves. It's hard. That was hard to say. Alienating themselves from the rest, and I don't know why.
Careful with saying aliens.
Come on.
Oh,
I'm a legal alien.
We've got the Wasted Management. I mean, the WM Phoenix Open. The Wasted Management Open is going on this week out in Phoenix. As a matter of fact, we're watching live. The guys finishing up today. There's a lot of hockey jumping around right now.
Oh, they got curling on as well.
And we got curling. We'll have to talk to James here at Twin Peaks about that. Live again, Mick.
Yeah.
They got world golf ranking points.
Well, they have 4 rounds now,
but they're not happy about it.
No,
so we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. And since you weren't here last week, I got to talk about your guy, Patrick Reed, coming back. Oh, by the way, he started out pretty good today. He's leading.
That's not bad after a win. Beaten in playoff, and now leading after the third round.
I think he's off to a pretty good start.
He can play. Very, 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 very good player. Better than his personality.
Well said. So if you like all those things, and if you might have something else, I don't know, you'll probably throw in.
I'll come up with something in the middle.
Let's grip it and rip it. No notes, Mick. Dave's ready to rock and roll. Let's start with the farmers. Justin Rose.
Dun, 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 dun.
You just sang the jingle.
Yeah, I did.
They don't pay us.
Again, not yet. You've just got to throw it out there just in case. They can't.
I'm not in the freebie business.
They can't notice it unless it is the farmers. It's the PGA. It was the farmers. What a victory, though.
He walloped the field out there.
Destroyed them.
7 strokes, and really kind of just beat it around the golf course there on Sunday.
He didn't. As soon as he had that big lead on Saturday, I was like, yeah, nah, that man is too good of a golfer. He could have shot even par and won that easily. So it was
big shout out, big congratulations, obviously, to your buddy Fooch.
Yeah.
Great to see him. Very emotional, those two, as they were walking up 18. Finally, Justin gets it done with Fooch out at Torrey.
They're a great team.
They
were together for, I think, 10, 11 years before there was a little breakup. But getting back together again is going to be great. And I can't wait for that story to end at the Masters. Where
you picked it. You said it in December. Justin Rose for the win in Augusta.
Yeah. If you watched the tournament coverage on Golf Channel when he's on the putting green and what he does and how methodical he is and what he does now and how he's ready to go to every tournament and play, it's very Tiger-esque. He has taken it to the next level of how he prepares. There's no shortcuts. He just gets after it straight away, and it's very, very impressive to watch because, he's getting on a little bit, 44 years old. Not that that's old. But
Whoa.
That's old by any stretch, like me. But, no, very impressive to watch. But you watch his pre-tournament routines, pre-round routines, and you'll see something that's phenomenal. It's impressive to watch, especially his putting.
I was going to say, he is putting magnificent. Well, man, I will say he was driving the golf ball phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a good combination. If you drive well and putt well, it's usually a very good combination.
Drive well, putt well at Torrey, you're going to score well.
Torrey's a tough golf course. One of them is.
And he did a nice job. Anything else that you have from the farmers?
No, just it was fun to watch, and it's good to see when your mates are winning. It's always nice.
It's always fun. You and I pushed again. Yeah, our guys both finished. I was a little worried. My guy Harris, I didn't know if he was going to make the cut, then rallied on the
So
weekend.
what's happening with the points at the moment? Where we at?
Uh,
FedEx points.
you have a slight lead.
How slight is slight?
I don't have the total calculation because I didn't have a chance to actually add this week's points to last week's.
Well, I know
You were
last week
up
I was
slightly because
I was comfortably last week. I was up there. You had like 13 points. I had like 42 or something.
right. That's not comfortable with FedEx points. You know that.
Yeah. No. Well, I'd like to be in the lead.
Well, it's a long season. We've got
I get it.
20 some plus.
Who'd you pick this week?
We'll get to the waste management. Relax.
Come on, did you lead? I said you were leading me into it, and then I leaded back.
No. We're going to talk. Did you have a chance? So you did say you listened to last week's podcast where twice. Were you bored?
Yeah, I just wanted
was it that good?
I just wanted to redo, and I was going to count a certain amount of things, but I didn't.
Oh, the ums?
There was a few ums.
I have a tendency to do that.
Yes.
So what? Out of the things I stated,
I was going to say it's very, very hard to sit. Like as I said earlier, it's hard to sit there and talk for 30 minutes without anyone to lean on and stuff like that because I tend to do a lot of talking as well. Yeah, you did good. TGL, obviously the females and the LPGA Tour. What a useless bunch of people they are right now.
Well, we can discuss that. Big mistake this past weekend out.
What
down
a
in Florida.
huge chance! What a huge chance they had. Anyway, bless their hearts.
For those that are living under the rock, the shortened LPGA and its first tournament of the season gets shortened to 54 holes. Now, the good news, Nelly Korda wins.
Played beautifully.
She played a wonderful 54 holes of golf. Probably could have gone out and played 72.
Probably could have.
Probably should have.
I've been in 36-hole tournaments before.
But you had a monsoon.
Yeah.
And you couldn't play on the golf course.
If you win a 36-hole tournament on the PGA Tour back in the day, if you did win a 36-hole PGA tournament, you got the prize money, but doesn't count as an official win.
Ooh. Oh, that makes sense. You didn't play a full tournament.
54 holes does, though, but 36 does not.
That makes no sense, though.
I guess. And that's what does.
So the executive team at the LPGA decided to, because of conditions, the cold and the wind, decided to cancel Sunday's round. And the forecast they were looking at on Monday didn't really set itself up to be any better. But Mick, I think the catastrophic mistake was to send the Pro-Am celebrities out on Sunday to play the golf course. And you sent out one of the best women golfers that we've ever seen to play in those conditions as a celebrity. And then you gave her a microphone. You don't make your own women available for standard media, but you have a very prominent LPGA member that has her own radio show. Mick, in the decision world of on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being great idea, 1 being horrible, where would you rate this idea?
Probably lower than 1.
Okay, me too.
I just don't know who sat in the building and went, oh, yeah, let me come up with a great idea. And then went, yeah, that's great.
Well, and then Commissioner did send out a note this past week to the staff basically saying, yeah, we made a mistake. I'm getting tired of talking about growing the game. And I agreed 100% with Nelly. I said it last week. I agreed 100% with Nelly. You had a chance to grow the game with TGL and WTGL by combining and having women play with the guys. I just don't get what this group is doing.
I don't think they know what they're doing. I think there's a lot of knee-jerk reactions there, and I don't think there's a plan. I don't think there's a strategy. I think they, off the cuff very quickly, go, oh, let's do this. I don't think there's a set plan in place for the LPGA. If there was, I think they'd be doing a better job at it. Quite frankly, they suck. Can I say that?
Well, right now, their track record since Craig took over has been very poor.
Yes.
And again, I would like to believe he came from the PGA of America, where when you look at an organization, and by the way, congratulations to the PGA of America, they have hired their new CEO as well, a chief marketing officer guy. You see that?
Move on.
Not from golf.
No, yeah, great.
So I haven't been able to research it enough, so I didn't want to bring it up in today's podcast. And the reason why is
you did though.
I know. And the reason why is because there is an organization, though, that historically, executive after executive after executive, has always done it right. And they've done it with men and women who absolutely love and care about the game of golf and the professionals that run the game of golf. I don't understand why you go outside your own ropes and you go find your next guy and he's a marketing guy. The last time I checked, the PGA of America is not isn't for marketing. It is to help grow the game through the PGA professionals. You need a business executive in that chair that has sat in the chair of the professional that has
Maybe
worked.
The LPGA need a marketing guy. Anyway, let's not beat up on the LPGA every week. They do that. They do that.
Well, let's go to as I promised that I wasn't going to talk about 2 weeks ago, we had to talk about them last week. Live. Patrick Reed announced, and you haven't had a chance to comment on Patrick Reed coming back. Big shock after, I will say, he wins in Dubai.
Very, very smart individual, though, by resigning his membership. Incredibly smart compared to the rest of them.
I was going to say either he was really well advised.
Oh, incredibly well advised.
But I also give Patrick Reed a lot. He's not a nice guy. We all know that. And every single one of his lawsuits for defamation of character have failed. He's gone after a guy that I completely disagree with most of the time, even though Brandel is Brandel, and cares about the game of golf. But at the same time, what is this going to do for the PGA Tour next year? And actually, really the fall, because that's when he is eligible to start playing again.
Oh, he'll be back. He's going to be back. I think it's good. Well, I think it's good for the PGA Tour. Everyone likes a villain. Every story needs a villain, and he's a villain. But he's not well liked, so it's kind of.
He's not going to be welcomed back like Brooks has been on the range?
No, he's not. I don't think he's going to be welcomed back at all by too many people. He was a villain when he was there, and a villain when he left. He's going to be a villain when he comes back. There's too many shady little things that he's done in his career. I just said shady.
I know. I'm just I'm looking at hockey up there.
I didn't say anything. I didn't call him anything. I just said shady.
We got women's hockey going on in Cortina.
Shady.
The U.S. women's team is.
Why are you trying to change the subject?
Underway in Milan.
Shady.
Milan.
I didn't say anything. I just said it.
No, you never said anything wrong. Okay. So this week, the Live Golf Tour officially received notification from the official World Golf Rankings that they will receive points.
Yes.
Top 10 guys will receive points. Mick, they're not happy.
Why aren't they happy, Dave?
They're not getting enough points, Mick.
Oh, well, strength of field will probably do that to you.
That would probably do it, but if you heard some of the guys talking this past week, they're willing to challenge you all that their entire 54 is stronger than everybody.
Well, maybe they should have a little tournament at the end of the year. Maybe they should have a Ryder Cup, live PGA Tour, get together and have a little crack at each other.
54 first, their top 54 versus our top 54.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be
wouldn't that be a TV special?
That would be a fun little
head to head, 1-on-1, all the way down. See who wins.
You're on to something. We should trademark that.
I think you should
trademark
let's
that.
Let's cut this out.
Edit. Slim, hit pause.
Never happened.
So Mick, we were talking about the LPGA. No, actually, honestly, getting back to Live. Couple guys also coming back. Kevin Na announced that he will be.
I have no idea why.
Seeking reinstatement.
I don't even know how Kevin Na is. He's got to be close to it. He's probably getting ready for. He wants to come back, get ready for the Champions Tour.
Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah, I don't even know how. Let's have a look and see how old Kevin Na is.
Okay, you look up Kevin. Any other thoughts about what's happening? Obviously, this week, John Rahm was asked about it. Bryce, by the way, did you see the news this past
He's 42.
week? Bryson.
Yeah.
Not happy.
Why?
Well, according to him, he didn't sign up for 72 holes.
Oh, well. Well, he does make a good point because the contract would have been 54, but the poor guy has to go out and play another 18 holes. How taxing that must be on his body. I mean, how tired must you be playing 72 holes? I'm sorry, Bryson. That's, get over it.
Right after it came out that he was trying to leverage another 500 to 750 million.
Yeah, get over it.
So that means he was told no. And now he's going to start complaining.
Get over it.
So do you think
you'll be fine?
Do you think for the next 7 months we're going to hear complaining and whining?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
You're not the one carrying the bag.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Hit a home run for happy hour and ask your Twin Peaks girl about local specials on drafts, cocktails, shots, and more.
Waste management.
My favorite event.
So last year,
someone actually asked me earlier how many times I caddied there, and I was at a loss. And I think it's either 6 or 7. I think it's 7.
7 times.
I think 7 times I was there.
Well, it should have been 8, but your guy got beat up and thrown in a trunk.
No, he played.
Oh, that's right. He came back for that one.
He played. That was his first event back. What a great decision.
So 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
Last year at this time, you told us the story about Daniel Chopra. By the way, Chopra's the color analyst on the radio broadcast.
He's doing good too.
He's doing phenomenal. I really like listening to Daniel. He's got some great comments too. You told us about that he blew one so far right that you still don't think it's landed. Out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't think it has yet.
It's probably just rolling through the desert still.
I think it's just circumventing the earth. It's just going around there.
So what were some of the other things that you were able to witness? Now, because clearly back when you were on tour, not that I'm aging you, I don't want to do that to you. 16 really wasn't the same 16 as we see on TV right now.
100% it was.
Oh.
Well, I was there when all the grandstands were there and all that sort of 100%. All those grandstands were there when I was there. 100%.
The whole time?
The whole time. Those stands have been there since I was caddying there like 7 years ago. Yes, 100% they've been there. I think the funniest one was when I filled in for Brendan Dion, and we had a good result. I think we finished 16th or 17th there. And we stood on the 16th tee, and the guys leaned over me in the crowd, and I had walked through the tunnel first because Brendan had finished first. And I sat down, and then they were like, these guys were leaning over going, your guy is not going to get closest to the pin. I'm like, oh, I bet you he does. And they're like, well, we bet you he doesn't. And I'm like, well, what odds you give me? And I was like, well, it's going to be 3-1, obviously, which was great odds for me. And Brendan hit it to about 3 feet. So these guys owed me like $40 or something like that. And so as I was getting ready to pick up the bag and leave, there was just money coming out of the grandstand. And Brendan looks back, he goes, what are you doing? And I'm like, I bet on you to be closest to the pin. And it's like, so I'm picking up all this cash off the ground and so I'm putting it in my pocket. And so, yeah, that was, and he was like, yeah, do I get a cut of that? I'm like, no, you went in on the bet. So, but it wasn't much. It was like $40 or something, but it was fun. It was just fun dealing with the people. And of course, the Robert Allaby one was fun, obviously, because there was the whole, he was at a strip club thing and that's what that was the rumor at the time. That was the time, right? So when you're walking up 16 and you got the crowd on the left, the crazies from Minnesota and stuff, they got all these fake dollar bills and they're like throwing them out on the fairway and the green and stuff like that. So it was, that was kind of funny as well. So the 16th hole, but and I can honestly say, and I was talking about this yesterday and today, there's nothing better when you come off 15, par 5, which is a great par 5.
Yes, it is.
Island green. when you come through that tunnel and you stand there and all the stands are all around you and stuff, it's like, it still gives me goosebumps to this day, that feeling of standing. And it's, you go get your yardage and then you listen to the crowd and they're not exactly quiet. They try to be for some people, but what an awesome atmosphere it was.
Yeah.
The first time I caddied there was for Trip Eisenhower.
Okay.
And he was one of the first people to ever. He loaded his bag up full of TaylorMade hats from the TaylorMade van. And I think he missed the green and the crowd was booing him, but he ran down the side of where the people from Minnesota in the stands were and stuff like that. And he was just throwing TaylorMade hats into the crowd. So he was actually the first person to start doing things like that. And then, of course, the caddy races used to be phenomenal there. If you ever
Did you ever win?
No, I never did that. The only time I ever come close to winning was when, and I'll give you guys a bit of a heads up. So you have 3 different players in the group, first 2 days, and sometimes third and fourth day. But every caddy has a different color bib. You'll have a green one, a yellow one, I think a blue one was whatever. So, and the crowd are betting on which caddy would get to the green first and who touched the green first. So it became a chase of just players hit their shots and then the caddies would just start running. And at the end of it, Scotty McGuinness, who was caddying, I can't remember who for at the moment, they dropped the bags and sprinted and then they dived on the greens. That, if you ever look at it on YouTube, it's great. That ended the caddy races very quickly. But I never, ever even attempted to race down there. I gave the walk-in scorer, the little kid that carried the scoreboard at one stage, I gave him my bib at one stage and I said, off you go, kid, sprint for me. And I was carrying the scoreboard for a little while.
Well played.
Well played. Yeah, I got in trouble for that too.
You got in
I
trouble
got
for
a
that.
little bit of trouble for that one, but that's okay. I got a little stern warning from the PGA too.
They don't like that.
They didn't like that. So the caddy races become obsolete.
I think do they do that though? I think now during the Pro-Am on Wednesday.
They might do it at the Pro-Am on Wednesday, but and actually that caddy races actually started at Colonial.
But not allowed during the actual event.
And if you watch the brothers, the Henley brothers, Kip, who was on Big Break, him and his brother racing down there at one stage, and he was caddying for Robert Garrigus, and he trips, and the clubs go everywhere. So it's like he didn't break any clubs. And then he tried to tackle his brother, and then it was a lot of fun.
What else about that course do you remember that because it's and I was out there 11 years ago.
Best finishing, some of the best finishing holes in golf.
I was going to say
in a tournament. I mean, you obviously got 15 the par 5. There were times where I would nearly want my player to miss the green. Miss the fairway, so he would lay up, and then you got a nice little easy wedge into the green or something. Because it's a very daunting hole, island green coming with a 4-iron, 3-iron. And then obviously you got 16, and then you got the drivable par 4, 17, and then 18 is just a great finishing hole. So yeah, it was really good finishing. And we were there with Zach Johnson one year when he had to finish 3 under the last 2 holes to make the cut. We were in the group, and he birdied 17, he drove it close to the green, knocked it up, and then he holed his second shot at 18 to make the cut on the number. Wow. And so the crowd's going crazy. But yeah, it's, when you get 160,000 people there on a Saturday, it's nuts. It's just a lot of fun.
Do you ever do the bird's nest? No. That's for the spectators like me.
No, actually I might have.
Yeah, okay.
I used to have a lot of bands there and things like that. So yes.
Now the one thing and we're seeing it today, the winds are up.
Yep.
So scoring has obviously. Well, you know what? Actually, I wanted to bring this up. A couple of weeks ago, I asked you, is Chris Gotterup a superstar or becoming a star on the PGA Tour?
I said, not yet. Give him time.
And look at what he goes and does today.
I know. It's not the hardest golf course in the world by any stretch of the imagination. There are some hard holes out there. I mean, 11 is 11's a brutal. 11's one of the hardest holes on the PGA Tour. But yeah, it's a very fair golf course. The par 5s give you a chance if you're driving it great. They give you a chance, and third hole. It's a fun golf course, but you can score out there as well if you're getting it going.
Yeah, well, that rough is thick. It's Kentucky bluegrass still, so it's got that ball falls.
Yeah, and it can be very chilly in the mornings there too. Very cold in the mornings.
So, okay, our picks. I've got Ben Griffin.
Yeah, who did I pick? Chris Gotterup.
No, you did not take Chris Gotterup. You took
Graceman.
Max Gracerman.
Just try.
Well, hey, listen, I got it on text for him, so I know where you were at.
What'd your guys shoot today?
You know what? Guess what? We were tied.
1 under?
Yes. We're doing pretty good.
We're getting there.
The fact that
Means
we
I'm still leading.
right, you just want to keep even pace right now at this point.
Well, I'd like to beat you, just like I do with American football every year.
Right.
So yeah.
So all I can hold on to is the majors picks. Anything else you want to discuss?
Can we talk the Super Bowl?
We can talk Super Bowl.
See, you didn't have that in your notes.
I
Super
did
Bowl,
not.
You did not have that.
Nope.
Tom Brady doesn't have a dog in the fight.
I heard that. Why? Why would he? He doesn't.
Isn't he like a New England hero? He's got a statue.
Sure.
6 Super Bowls. Wouldn't he say, "Oh, I really want New England to win"?
Did he say that when he was playing for Tampa Bay?
I'm just saying, but wouldn't he think that this is a team?
He's the minority owner of the.
What's that got to do with the
Raiders?
price of fish on a cold day?
Well, I think
Nothing. If the Raiders aren't in there.
I don't think it is a very good look if it would be the equivalent of me saying, "Hey, I really want to cheer for blank, but I represent the Atlanta Falcons."
Well, do you want a certain team to win the Super Bowl?
No, actually, I really don't even care.
I want Seattle.
I did see
want
this.
Seattle to win.
I already saw this football game
because I'm sick of hearing 28-3.
I saw
Sick of it.
I saw this football game 11 years ago
Yeah,
in Phoenix
Pete Carroll.
when they should have run the ball with Marshawn Lynch and then decided to throw the ball.
Good idea. Wow, that's the Super Bowl that Pete Carroll never gave. He never got one in New England, but he gave him one. They should have given him a ring.
Ooh. Ouch.
Well, he used to coach.
He was the coach.
He was the coach of New England. Never got them one, but he did his best in that one to get him one.
We helped him.
Well, that's why I said they should have given him a ring.
So I've seen this. I've seen this story. I don't care about this story.
I would like Sam. I think the Sam Darnold thing would be a really good story in football if he won.
Okay.
Very maligned quarterback when he came out, playing for the Jets, like everybody else is when they play for the Jets. But yeah, I think it'd be a good story for Sam Darnold.
So who do you think plays better, Sam Darnold or Drake May?
I think Sam Darnold.
Okay.
I think when you've shut out the noise for so long that he's had to listen to he's going to be the same Sam Darnold. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. I think he's been very impressive. I like the way he plays.
Okay.
When you've been maligned and shut down and put down for as long as he has, and he keeps bouncing back, I like the resilience. I think that's a really good story.
It would be great for Sam. Sam has bounced around. He, a couple of years ago, he was sitting back up in Carolina.
Mm-hmm. And San Fran, I believe.
I mean, it would be great. It would be a great story for Mike McDonald, former Michigan guy.
Knew it.
I mean, it'd be on the flip side. It'd be great for Mike Vrabel to be the second coach of all time to win as a player and win a Super Bowl.
Who was the first one?
I don't remember. I heard this statistic the other day for the same team. We'll figure that one out. I'll let you look that up.
I'm not going to do that,
Mr. Football. But I really.
Wasn't it a Denver Bronco?
Could be.
Kubiak.
Yes, Gary Kubiak. You're right. Denver Broncos.
Yeah. See, I know my American sports. You're welcome, buddy. I got you.
I love this guy.
I got you.
I love this guy. He better not move on me ever.
I got you.
So, I really don't care. I'm looking forward to. We've got a great menu planned at the house.
Me too. I work. I'll be at Augustin's.
You'll be at Augustin's.
Yeah.
I've got everything laid out. I've got everything planned. I'm excited. The weather's going to be nice here finally in Georgia. Are you playing golf this weekend?
I did text Greg Elliott today about that, and he hasn't responded back to me because I know he's having a busy day at work. But hang on, maybe. No,
that was Chris.
That was Chris. Yeah, maybe Sunday. I think Sunday afternoon would be a great way to spend. You're
going to play Sunday right before the Super Bowl. You're going to be able to get done.
Go home, shower, get ready, come back.
There you go.
No drinking on the golf course. My buddy Greg's not drinking at the moment.
Why?
I think he's got some doctor's appointments coming up, so he's just going to fake his doctor's appointments and make them look good.
Got it. Wow. All right.
As you do.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I probably will be doing a little bit of watching two different things at the same time. I'll be watching a little bit of the Super Bowl, but I'll be paying attention to the Olympics. So
Winter Olympics?
Yeah. Team USA, baby, all the way.
Yeah, the Australians, we're not high on the list of. We've won a few gold medals in the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of winter sports.
No, it's not a lot. We've won a couple.
Right.
You want to go back and look at our first, Stephen Bradbury winning the speed skating back in the day?
They have been good speed skaters.
Oh, this was one of the great victories of all time. Look it up. It's great.
There you go. So we're looking for tomorrow night. We're going to be watching the opening ceremonies. We got a whole slate. My daughter Kendall is swimming conferences right now. As a matter of fact, I gotta be paying attention to see what time she's in the pool. She had a great first swim this morning, so we'll be watching her all weekend. So yeah, all good. So, well, sir,
I think that's it. I've got to give a shout out to Kim Joyner because she says that I don't give her a shout out enough, and she knows I love her a lot. She's an amazing woman. So, hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right, buddy.
All right.
Well, thanks for teeing up with us on Tales from the Tips. If you're catching us on YouTube, make sure you give us a like, hit that subscribe button, drop us a comment, let us know, hey, you guys really are awesome, or Mick stinks, or Dave says too much. I don't care. Just drop us a comment, let us know that you actually care.
You just say.
You can catch us on all the socials, Instagram, X, and your favorite
TikTok.
And you can find this podcast where you find your favorite podcasts, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and now available on iHeart Podcasts. Just search for Tales from the Tips under podcasts. Get the plus button, give us a thumbs up, like, and enjoy. Mick?
Yes, sir.
You can find us always on Twitch. We're live on the Twitch.
Let's go Seahawks.
Hi, everybody out on Twitch today. I hope you keep your drive straight, sir. I hope you knock your long ones short or in or whatever.
Drives are always straight.
And keep your scores low. Start out the season the right way.
Yes. I'll be out there Sunday golfing.
We'll see you next time on Tales from the Tips.